trying to tell him what time he was, huh?
Yeah, man. I told again, Big. I go to any channel and Ken Big, I know who I am. Go to the truck driver channel. He said channel 19. I was like, oh damn, this might not work out too good, but it worked out. It sure did work out.
Yes, sir. Walking out on all them locals right here in Tennessee. Hell, we ain't about 11 miles off the interstate, so we hear all that on 19. And you just come in there and walked over the top of it for sure. You know, it's always nice to create your own conditions.
Yeah, every now and then. How many dB am I hitting you with over there? How many dB you seeing me there in Tennessee right about now?
Well, without the audio, you hitting me about 9 pounds. Then you get audio, you're bumping right up in there to the strawberry.
All right, John, yeah, man. Well, I could deal with that. That ain't too bad. 9 dBs, man. 9 dBs will work for me, Ken Big. But I got you on the video gate. I got you in here, shoot, man, about 20 dB. You must be, that's right, man. You working one of them, what kind of radio is that?
We working this little old Galaxy. The old-time Malika is all we got. Some, you know, my rack equipment, junk like that, but just an old Malika, that's all.
Yeah, it seems like everybody I talk to on a Galaxy radio, it's always 9 dB, man. It's always 9 Kent Big and dB. Now, I got to get a bigger pump house. That's all.
Oh, shoot, like I say, you know, you doing fine back here for that, what you got, man. There ain't no complaints about it at all.
Yeah, right, John. Well, as long as there ain't too many background singers, you know what I mean? I'm like the Supremes out here, you know what I mean? I got to hold all them background singers out. When I say, stop in the name of love, you'll hear my background singers behind me.
Yeah, sometimes you hear some behind you, but not real often.
Yeah, I try to hold them back there, man. I try to hold them back, but you can't hold them all off, man. There's always going to be somebody weaseling through. It's usually a Mother Nature thing. But, damn, man, hey, that M107 you got there, man, have you been through a winter with that thing yet?
I'm trying. Yeah, we did last winter. Phased it a bit. You know, I got my tire guide pretty good, and them, you know, supports on the boom up there are in good shape, so I ain't had no problems with it other than a big old bird landed on my reflector and it bent it down just a little bit, but other than that, she's up there just the way I put it 2 years ago.
Sorry about that. Dropped something behind my desk. Man, what the hell kind of birds you got up there? Some pterodactyls?
I think it was a big old black crow or something. I didn't see him up there, but that's the only thing that'd been out there if he tried to land on the end of it to bend it up. But, you know, it's down probably an inch or inch and a half from the rest of them. It just looks kind of funny.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about going with one of them M2 antennas, man. I'm really looking hard, or I'm going to get a 7-element Mako. I'm looking at them M2s with that 50-foot boom, man.
Yeah, they're supposed to be good. I talked here to DBI a while back about stretching this 7 out, keeping the 7 elements, just stretching it out to about 60 foot. See what happens there. He said it'd get kind of real directional on me, though.
Yeah, roger on that. Or I'm looking at going with that, the quad, man. I'm looking at that quad, too, that Cubex quad. So, I'm really, I don't know, man. I got a decision to make, man. And I think in January, I'm getting ready to put a new antenna up.
Well, I don't know if you can do much better with what you're going to put up than what you got now, though. Because it always rocks back and forth across the states, for sure.
Yeah, well, I got this, dude, this is just a little 4-element, man. Now, I did some optimization to it, but I definitely got to go a little bit further. I need a longer boom. And actually, I'm getting a bigger box, too, man. Actually, getting a bigger box, and I'm getting a new radio. Shoot, it's gonna be Christmas come January.
Where you at out there with that big radio? Yeah, right now all I'm looking for is a bigger box. I got about all I need. About the only other thing I've been thinking about doing on this 107 is getting rid of that gamma match and doing a hairpin match on it. I think that might help me a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's why I want to do the M2, man. If I do just flat side, I'm gonna do the same thing, man. Hairpin match, or direct fed, or you know what I mean. I'm gonna play around with something different this time around. I'm definitely getting rid of that gamma match. I'm like you, man. I'm done with the gamma matches. Yeah, because they vary. You know, you get a little moisture in them, or you get rain in them, or something. They vary a little bit, and I just kind of don't like that varying. When I put it up there, I want it to stay where I put it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it rained last night, man. It rained last night here, and I'm getting about 4 watts of reflect, man. I'm getting about 4 watts of reflect. Usually I'm flat. I could key it down. I don't even want to see it move. But I'm getting about 4 or 5 watts of reflect. Well, I'm pretty lucky this gamma match being on the flat side. You know, I haven't really got that much reflect at any time. You know, whether it's raining or cold or anything. Now, last year when we had ice on it, you know, I had a little bit, but I don't see a whole lot, maybe 1 or 2 watts, but you know, other than that, that's all I see. Man, next time you get ice on your antenna, man, get a picture, man. Get some pictures. I love them. You ever see them pictures online where kind of big as antennas are laying down and they show with all the ice on it? And then when it dries out, it's all straightened back up. That's some crazy stuff, man. Yeah, I had a few icicles last year. We had a few icicles hanging down on it last year when it started to melt, but you know, it's going to be another 2 months or so before we get any kind of cold weather back here. Yeah, roger on that. Yeah, out here in California, man, we lucky, man. I could pretty much run any kind of antenna that I want to run, you know. It could be cheap, and it'll stay up, you know what I mean? Just because we don't get that drastic weather. So I could pretty much put any kind of antenna up I want there, Roger. Yeah, I agree with that. You know, we stay pretty mild down here. You know, we probably get about 2 inches of snow, maybe 3 inches during the year, but sometimes we get a little more than that and the cold weather come down. But other than that, it's not real bad. We definitely enjoy where we got down here in Tennessee. It's good weather most of the time. But I'm gonna try and get my IMAX up on top of this beam here this week, because I don't have any vertical. I can't talk local at all. And, you know, I got 82 foot to the boom, and then I got about 5 foot above the boom. And I want to put my IMAX up there and see how it's going to do, just for giggles, you know. Yeah, I think it's got to be like 9 foot above it, don't it? I think it's got to be 9 foot above your beam. But yeah, man, I always too scared to do that. I never want to distort the pattern of my beam. I've always been scared of doing that. I'll put it in the tree or something before I put it on top of my beam. Well, they say, Mako says if you put it 5 feet above the beams with no radials, you know, let the beam act as a radial, then it don't have any effect on the takeoff angle of it. We're going to try it. If I can't talk to you like you know, every day, then I'll know definitely something's wrong. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, man, because when we get on here, it's a telephone line from Tennessee to California. Like a big telephone line, no doubt. All right, 108. Let me get out of here. I don't want to tear this channel up here, man, but hey, man, it's good talking with you. I got a nice video gate on you, man. Shoot 9 minutes and 30 seconds worth. I think you will definitely enjoy it. All right, 108 in Tennessee. Tag along, my tag partner. I'm going to get back up to 28 and see what's going on. Put on your Hab Dab later. 4040 west side of the Great Shakey's getting on down. All right, 40. I think I'm going to do the same. Jump back up to 28. Kind of hate and discontent we can raise for sure. Anyway, my friend, 4040. 4050.
Mississippi, I'm out.
Yeah, hello, 509 Mississippi. I was getting ready to get out of here, but I'm waving a hand to you, 509 Mississippi. Let's go.
Yeah, right. I want to say good morning to you. It's evening now. You sound real good in the Magnolia show. L44. 0509 in the Magnolia. I'm out.
All right, 509. You got big numbers in my radio, man. I got you in here, 30 dBs, Captain Mega. Real good copy. All right, 509, take care. I'm going to make a smooth move out of here. I'm going to say happy gobble gobble day to you, my friend. 509, 4040, Great Shakey's of Cali, getting on down.
Before they had to... Who's that up there in Washington State? 108 down here in Tennessee. So you can turn them, unless you just want to set them up. I guess old 440 ain't got no ears out there. Ain't no doubt about it.
All right, Count Bigger, pick one more channel. Pick one more channel, Count Bigger. Pick one more channel. Some channel you don't think they know who I am. Channel 20, okay. What's going on out here in the world of sound? What's going on in the world of sound? West Side. You know who I am, and I got down. Does anybody know who this is out here? Does anybody know who this is out here?
Hey, Horty. Hey, Horty, what are you doing down here on 20?
What am I doing on 20? I just come down here to prove a point, man. I just came down here to prove a point there, Roger.
I get out of the way. You have a good afternoon, boys. I'm enjoying the day. I'm glad that the exit road. Since I'm off today, you have a good one out there, my friend. Oh, going on.
All right, Dorna. I told this guy on the computer I go to any channel and them kind of biggers to know who I am. All right, Doorknob, take care. Love, peace, and happiness on your day off. Rest up, do a little DXing, and have a good time. Put on you later, Doorknob, 4040, Great Shakey's getting on down.
I'm working in Chicago. I don't know who you're talking to. I don't know who you're talking to out there in shaky ground, but the number one gangster in the pants you play state of the land of league want to let you know I'm working up here in Chicago, that breaker.
Yeah, who's out there in Chicago, man? Who is that out there around Chicago, 4040, getting nosy?
44 shaky grounds. They call me the number one gangster. Hello, good afternoon to you. 44 on the shaky grounds, the number one gangster in the most corrupted city. They call me Mr. Polite.
Hey, Mr. Polite, long time, man. I ain't talked to you in a long time, Captain Bigger. Oh, Mr. Polite. Shoot, man, 2006, I think the last time I talked to you. Oh, Mr. Polite, 4040 out here in the Great Shakey's of Cali with a wave. All right, Mr. Polite, I got a whole mess in my radio, man. I'm going to say happy gobble gobble day to you and your fine family. Mr. Polite, Chicago, 4040. Out here on the Great Shakey's of Cali, walking on through. All right, Doorknob. All right, Doorknob.